respond to the drowning process search you drive.
Revealed. Matthew Perry's 911 audio dispatch released as distraught parents arrive at his home. The 911 dispatch call for Matthew Perry's death is revealing more details about the friend's alum's apparent drowning Saturday at his Los Angeles residence. In the 15-second audio, obtained by TMZ, a man can be heard saying the word drowning. Agent 23. Rescue 23. EMS 9 on the radio. In response to the drowning, the audio says, at times bleeping out certain words. As the Post previously reported, first responders rushed to the address after receiving a call reporting a cardiac arrest. TMZ reported Perry's assistant called 911. Perry was found dead in the hot tub of his home in the Pacific Palisades neighborhood of LA just after 4 p.m. In photos, a large white tent could be seen next to his pool and hot tub in his backyard. Authorities also put up tape across the home as they continued to investigate the matter. Law enforcement sources told TMZ that no drugs were found at the scene and no foul play was suspected. The outlet later reported that prescription drugs were found at the home. Perry openly struggled with excessive use of alcohol and pills for decades, candidly opening up about his addictions in his 2022 memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. He went to rehab 15 times over the years, and in 2018, his colon burst as a result of his drug use. Doctors told him he had a 2% chance to live at the time. He spent 2 weeks in a coma and 5 months in the hospital, having to use a colostomy bag for 9 months amid the scary situation. Shortly after the news broke of his death, the late actor's parents, Suzanne Perry and John Bennett Perry, who divorced in 1970, appeared extremely distraught outside his home. Suzanne was joined by her husband, Dateline's Keith Morrison. Last Sunday, the late star had just shared a rare photo with his lookalike dad via Instagram. "Here is me, and my father John, both holding a beverage," he captioned the image. Perry was best known for starring on Friends for 10 seasons from 1994 to 2004, appearing alongside Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, David Schwimmer, and Matt LeBlanc. The Odd Couple alum noted that his castmates were understanding and patient as he battled with his demons during the show's run. "I'm pretty healthy now. I've got to not go to the gym much more, because I don't want to only be able to play superheroes. But no, I'm a pretty healthy guy right now," he told People last year ahead of his memoir's release. "It's important, but if you lose your sobriety, it doesn't mean you lose all that time and education," he said, noting he preferred not to disclose how long he had been sober. "Your sober date changes, but that's all that changes. You know everything you knew before. As long as you were able to fight your way back without dying, you learn a lot." Perry was not married and had no children at the time of his death. Meanwhile, Friends cast reeling from Matthew Perry's devastating death. Source: the cast of Friends are reeling from the death of their beloved brother Matthew Perry, sources tell Page 6. Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, David Schwimmer, Matt LeBlanc, and Lisa Kudrow are preparing to release a joint statement after their former co-star was found dead in his Los Angeles home Saturday at age 54, we're told. The cast is reeling from the loss of their brother, because that's what Matty was, their brother, an industry source told us Sunday. "It's just devastating." The series, which ran for 10 seasons from 1994 to 2004, catapulted all 6 of the actors to international stardom and led to decades-long friendships. Perry, who was open about his struggles with alcohol and drug addiction, remained especially close with Aniston, 54, after the iconic sitcom wrapped. "She was the one that reached out the most. You know, I'm really grateful to her for that," he told Diane Sawyer in 2022. In his 2022 memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, Perry also revealed that it was Aniston who initially confronted him when his substance abuse became evident to his castmates. However, the source said, the entire cast are close, they will be devastated, because they were together through the best of times and worst of times. They added, and when Matty was sick, they protected him, they looked after him fiercely. Meanwhile, Perry's family spoke out following his sudden death over the weekend. We are heartbroken by the tragic loss of our beloved son and brother, the family told People in a statement. Matthew brought so much joy to the world, both as an actor and a friend. You all meant so much to him, and we appreciate the tremendous outpouring of love, they concluded. The 17-again actor was found dead in his jacuzzi from an apparent drowning. Emergency services rushed to Perry's Pacific Palisades home after receiving a call about a cardiac arrest from his assistant, who found him unconscious. An official cause of death has not yet been released. However, law enforcement sources told TMZ that there was no evidence of foul play. Although the sitcom star, who publicly battled opioid addiction, did not have any illicit drugs on the premises at the time of his death, the outlet reported that several prescription drugs were discovered. Authorities found antidepressants, anti-anxiety drugs, and a COPD drug in the house, TMZ claimed. Perry is survived by his parents and 5 half-siblings, Caitlin, Emily, Maria, Will, and Madeline. He was never married, nor did he have any children. Prescription drugs found in Matthew Perry's home after apparent drowning, report. Multiple prescription drugs were found in Matthew Perry's home after he died of an apparent drowning, law enforcement sources told TMZ Sunday. Although they emphasized that there were no illegal drugs on the premises, several RX drugs were found in the house, where Perry tragically died in his hot tub Saturday. Authorities found antidepressants, anti-anxiety drugs, and a COPD drug in the house, the outlet reported. COPD, short for chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, refers to the diseases that cause airflow blockage and breathing-related problems, per the CDC. The disease is often brought on by smoking, and can cause emphysema or chronic bronchitis. Perry previously admitted to being a smoker throughout his life. The Los Angeles County coroner confirmed Perry's death on Sunday and will conduct an autopsy to determine what, if any, drugs were in Perry's system when he passed away. However, the results may not be known for several months. The outlet previously reported the Friends alum played pickleball at the Rivera County Club near his Pacific Palisades home for 2 hours on the day of his death. Upon returning home, he asked his assistant to pick up a new iPhone and prescription glasses for him, according to the report. 2 hours later, the assistant found the 17-again star unresponsive in his jacuzzi and called 911. A 16-second audio clip of the 911 dispatch, which was obtained by the outlet, included a man saying "Rescue 23" and "drowning." Most of the audio had been bleeped out. Perry had been outspoken about his fear of dying from his struggle with drug addiction through the years. "I didn't get sober because I felt like it. I got sober because I was worried I was going to die the next day," he told the New York Times in 2002. The Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing author remained candid about his ongoing struggles, which included an addiction to Vicodin. After a 1997 jet skiing accident, he was taking up to 55 pills a day, and entered rehab for the first time shortly afterward. In 2001, he entered rehab again, describing the 2-month stint in a facility as hitting rock bottom. "Everything's clear for one split second," he told the Times. "I realize I've got to go save myself. I got on the phone and called the people who were willing to help me." In 2022, Perry revealed he spent nearly $10 million trying to get sober over the years.